everyone who is joining me currently. This is a sample tarot reading that I will be doing on my Patreon. Now, I want to remind everybody that this is not exactly how it's going to be done on Patreon because YouTube is very restrictive when it comes to certain wording. For example, you notice that I put physical intimacy instead of saying the actual S word. The S word is a natural word. Unfortunately, if you use it too much, YouTube does not like that. And I will have to clean up the wording here when I do this particular reading. Now, what is the physical intimacy reading about? It's about your next partner who you will be with in a physical encounter. Now, what I want to tell you is that I will be using the Right-Away Tarot deck for this particular reading for the sample on YouTube. However, on Patreon, I will be using the Decameron Tarot deck, which has more appropriate artwork for the subject, but I can't show these here on YouTube because of the artwork. Now, this is a collective reading. Again, because this is a sample. So those of you who don't know what a collective is, it's just a general reading for all zodiac signs. If the reading resonates, which I'm hoping that it does, then great. If it doesn't, it doesn't. However, on Patreon, I will be doing individual zodiac signs for this particular type of reading using the appropriate deck and the appropriate wording. Now, my Patreon, I am not trying to rob you guys. It's always going to be $3.99 a month. And YouTube, I can't do those on memberships because YouTube doesn't like these type of videos. So just keep that in mind. Now, I'm going to go ahead and start. But before I do, I want to say hi to everybody here in the chat. So hello and welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope that you guys like this video sample. If you do, make sure you join my Patreon because I will be posting these videos every Wednesday starting the week after next. Why Wednesday? Because it's hump day. That's why. And it's appropriate subject and appropriate day for this type of reading. Now let me go ahead and start saying hi. Hi, Boogie. I might say your name wrong. I apologize. Hello, Gia. Gia. Or hi, Gia. Hi, Danny. All right, here we go. We're going to go ahead and get started. This is a collective reading. Please remember that. What person is the collective going to encounter? What person is the collective going to encounter? Oh. 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 Well, the person that is going to be in your next physical intimacy space collective is somebody who is in a very successful position in life. They may have quite a bit of financial resources, or they have a lot of resources when it comes to tangible assets. However, they're not in a place to be emotionally available. They're not looking for something beyond physical intimacy. I will just let you know that right now, because they're too busy getting over a broken heart, a relationship that ended. Because you can see that this person is sad. You can see that they just ended something. That doesn't mean they don't have needs, collective. But if you're looking for something to go beyond that, this person is not looking for that. I'm going to let you know. Does the collective already know this person? Does the collective already know this person? Yes, You already know this person. This is a yes card. You can see it at the bottom corner there. I hope you guys can see that word yes. You already know this person. So collective, if there's somebody in your life that you know is successful or has a lot in valuable assets, this is somebody that you know, somebody that is very physically attractive, and you can tell, look at all the pentacles this person has. So if you know somebody who's mending a broken heart and is not emotionally available, this is a very good chance that this is the person you're going to be having a physical encounter with. Zodiac signs I'm seeing so far, I have Earth, a little bit of air, a little bit of cups. I will be mentioning the zodiac signs at the end of the reading to see which zodiac signs stick out more, as this is the collective reading. Oh. Okay, so this person is already physically attracted to you, collective. They have a lot of physical desire for you. This is somebody who's going to move in quick and fast if you give them the opportunity to do so. They have been fighting themselves not to make a move on you. They have secretly fantasized about you. And keep in mind, I'm using a clean deck versus the deck I want to use. But notice that there's the word BJ in this card. You guys know what that means, so I'm not going to get into it. On Patreon, I will. But keep in mind, it says BJ in that card. So this person may be into oral pleasures, all right? I'm hearing in my head that they think about doing that to you quite often. This person is a pleaser more so than a receiver. This person likes to please whoever they're with. Based on these cards, this person has a very high drive. Very high drive. And since they are not looking for an emotional connection, they're going to speed this up. They're going to speed this connection up as soon as possible. How will this occur? How will this occur with the collective? How will this physical encounter occur? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. You are going to catch this person talking about you to other people that you both know. You are going to find out that this person has been looking at your photos online or has a way of looking at you and has been asking about you, asking if you would be open to starting something like this. Because they do want a new beginning. I know a lot of you are saying, well, that's the Ace of Cups, Jilly. There could be emotion. No, no, no. Not in this type of reading. They want to start something, a new beginning with you in the physical sense. Now remember, these are not my physical intimacy cards. So in this case, you notice how this Ace of Cups is below the card BJ. So BJ, and see how this is spilling out of the cup? This person is very big on oral pleasure. They are a giver. And please believe that the attraction that you will have for this person is grand. So this is how you're going to find out that they want you in this sense. You are going to hear them talk about you to others that you know. You are going to overhear this. When I see swords, there's communication. I do see you asking about it, and they're going to tell you, well, I've been looking at you. I've been watching you. And because you already know this person collective, you already know they're not in a place to be emotionally available. So it's going to be one of those situations where you guys have an agreement upon being together in this way. How will it be with this person? How will it be with this person? How will the intimacy be with this person? Oh. Well, I told you already, collective, that this person has a very high drive. You are going to have to do your best to keep this person off you, because once they have sampled you, once they have tasted you physically, and when I say taste you, I meant taste you because this person is all about that part. They're going to want to come back to you over and over again. You're going to be doing this at their home because, like I said in the beginning, they have a lot in that physical, tangible realm. They are successful and they have a lot to offer. I do see this person buying you things, gifting you things. So you'll be doing a lot of this physical activity in their home. I'm going to say their home more so than your home. But believe me when I say, if you go into their dwelling, it's not going to be a one and done thing. Because see here with this card, you're going to have to beat this person off with a stick. They're going to become addicted to you physically. This person is going to go for round 2, round 3, round 4. They're going to ask you to stay the night. Why? Because they're going to want to have more access to you. Would this be fulfilling for the collective? Would this be fulfilling for the collective? Yes, it would be. You can see there's a yes on this card, just so you know. So collective, to sum this up, this person is very successful in life. They're getting over heartbreak. They just ended a relationship. You know this person. You know they're physically attractive. You are attracted to this person. This person is going to talk about you. You're going to overhear it. You're going to confront them. And that's when they're going to make you that offer. When it comes to how they are in the bedroom, they are very giving. They take pleasure into pleasing their partner, especially in the oral realm. They want to do that to the point where you cross the finish line. Most of this intimacy will be done in their home because they want to have continuous escapades with you in their personal dwelling. I see this person buying you things and spoiling you, but I want to remind you that this person is not looking for anything emotional. It will be very good for you, though, as far as the intimacy goes. You will enjoy having intimacy with this person. They have a very high drive. I will tell you this. They won't lie to you. They're not going to be one of those people who tell you nice things and make up things in order to get what they want from you. They're going to tell you straight up, hey, I think you're hot. I think you're attractive. I'm not looking for a relationship right now, but if you're down, I'm down. Let's do this. I do see you give it into this person. The strongest zodiac signs I see here, I see Pisces. I see a lot of fire. Fire is dominating this here as far as the elements go. Fire is Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. The next element that has the majority would be Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Those are the strongest zodiac signs I see. I have a little bit of water, but I believe that's intentional. I don't think there's a lot of water because, like I said, this person is not looking for an emotional connection. I see a little bit of swords, but this person is not interested in talking. They're interested in the passion, which is why wands here is so strong. And the coins here is strong because this person is successful. Let's get some more information, please. This person is a giver, so you know they're not selfish in the bedroom. They're gonna do what they can to please you for sure. Oh, that card wants to pop out. Oh, there it is again. I will tell you, collective, this is a private person. Do not kiss and tell with this person. If you want it to end, they don't appreciate their business being told to other people. So please keep that in mind. If you kiss and tell, they will cut you off. Because the reason they're so successful is because they keep a lot of their things to themselves. That's why. All right. So this is a sample reading that I will be doing on Patreon. Now, as you guys can tell, I cleaned up a lot of my wording. My wording will not be cleaned up on Patreon. I will be using the appropriate decks because these decks are a cleaner version of what I want to use. I can't go into extensive style of intimacy, if you catch my drift, on what this person would like to do in behind closed doors. The main thing I can safely say here is that this person is a pleaser and they love to give oral. That's what I can tell you. Now, why am I doing this sample? Because I want to be able to give you those intimate readings without restrictions. And the only way I can do that is through Patreon. Even through memberships on YouTube, I still have to clean it up. And it's not a good reading. Even now, even though I gave you a generalization, I don't consider this a great reading because I want to go into more detail. I want to know how you can please this person. I want to know how this person is going to please you. I want to know I want to know what to say to you so you know what kind of lover they are. And because I'm limited and restricted with these particular cards, I really can't go into too much detail. Now, this is just a sample. Now, if you join Patreon, I'm going to do each individual zodiac sign. I will be using, again, the Decameron deck. If you guys don't know, see, I had to cover that really quick, but it's a very graphic card. So the artwork is very graphic here. So, but if you guys want to look up the imaging of this deck, I have to cover the picture. There it is. That's the deck I will be using for this reading. So, if you are interested, my Patreon will be $3.99 a month. It's not expensive, less than $4. Unfortunately, iPhone likes to charge people more because I don't know why iPhone does that, but it does. But that's what it is. And I will be uploading these videos every Wednesday, starting the week after next. Wednesday is hump day, so yes, I did that intentionally to show you why these readings are going to be more advantage. I will also tell you what kind of person that person is, how you will meet them, if you know them, if you don't know them, how the hookup will start, if you will enjoy it or not, if it will lead to an emotional connection or not. So it's going to be a lot more thorough. Again, this is a sample reading. If you enjoyed it, I hope that you did. Make sure that you like this video and make sure you join the Patreon. Again, this is the kind of reading that made me popular initially when I started tarot because it had 45,000 views and I got like 3,000 subscribers just from that one video. But again, YouTube took away my monetization and they finally gave it back to me and now I can't go back to those videos anymore. So, and I also moved my physical intimacy astrology videos to Patreon because they're not here anymore, but they're moving over to Patreon. I'm uploading them one at a time. So in the meantime, if you guys want to ask me questions about the Patreon and the readings, you can feel free to do so right now. I'm going to stay on for a few more minutes. If you have questions about that, let me know. And I'll also be using oracle decks with the reading. And the oracle decks are also in line with the reading as well. I'll be also using my crystals that are associated with physical intimacy, such as my carnelian and my garnet, to power the reading up. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Maria. All right, so if nobody has any questions, because there's 36 of you in here, I'm going to go ahead and end the live. And I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little sample. If you did, please keep in mind, it's going to be a lot more detail on Patreon. All right? I love you guys. Peace.